Alright, this hand looks like a keep, but it's actually kind of interesting what I want to do here. And I'll explain why in a minute when we take our draw step. Okay, that turn 1 mountain makes my decision a little bit easier. I'm actually going to play this Desert of the Mindful on turn 1, because when he plays his Servant of the Conduit on turn 2, I can play Unquenchable Thirst and get the trigger, so he won't be able to have access to additional mana for the rest of the game. And the fact that he played Mountain means that he likely has like Magma Spray or something to deal with the Minister. So it's actually a very tiny interaction, but actually pretty subtle and interesting one in my opinion. Very tiny decisions that could very easily win or lose you the game. So now he has to tap out to play something. I get to play my Fraying Sanity, and hopefully we can get some mill going for too long. Yeah, I probably should have played Island in case I draw Engulf the Shore and want to use it next turn on 3 toughness stuff. Unlikely, but you never know. Can hit for 3. Another Servant. So I'm still guessing that he's got a Magma Spray in his hand. So this Minister probably won't be long for this world. There's not really a good way to play around it though, unless I really want to hold out hope that I'm going to draw like a Dispel. That's interesting. So I guess I can just go Island, Minister, Fraying Sanity, see what he decides to do. We have outs to just win the game. He could have Negate up as well. Censor is the more likely one, so I guess I should play Fraying Sandy first. I was thinking maybe play Minister to try to bait something, but that could go disastrously bad. Alright, he does have Negate, so it didn't really matter. Play Minister, even though it's probably going to die. At least he gets milled for 1. It's all about the small battles. Ooh, and we milled a Harness Lightning. Probably doesn't matter, but you know. Hitting for 3, leaving back his Servant. So that to me signifies we're about to get upkeep Deep Fiended. Or some other 5-drop main phase. What could this be? Rogue Refiner plus a Braid, maybe? Oh, Cub. Alright. Minister. Not the worst draw. So now... don't think I want to play this Desert. I can play Minister, crack Ipnu Rivulet end of turn. Next turn, or I could try to cycle and find like a Startled Awake or whatever. Pass the turn. How much damage is he representing here? 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 with his current energy production. Still should probably chump block though. Depends on what he does. Glorybringer would put me to 2. as it sits. Harness Lightning. Double Harness Lightning would kill me. Alright, so now we're going to block Long Tusk Cub. Take 8. Putting a counter. Does he have a way to give trample? Or maybe he just, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. So now I have to decide what I want to do end of turn. Do I crack Rivulet or do I cycle? How many is he milling right now? 4. Puts him to 38 cards left, or I could make it 30. So Startled Awake would not get the job done. What if we draw Startled Awake and Compelling Argument? That would be exactly, let's see, 18 times 2 is 36. That wouldn't do it. We might need to find a Engulf the Shore. No, wait, 38, yeah. So if we did find, yeah, I think we have to cycle here. Let's think about it though. So Ipnu Rivulet, if I sacked it right now, or if I sacked a Desert right now, he would mill for 8. 4 more to 38, and then 8 to 30. So we'd have to be able to mill him for 15 without the Fraying Sanity. If we drew another Fraying Sanity, we would have, would we have enough mana? We could go Island, we'd have 4 islands plus the Rivulet. So we wouldn't be able to go Fraying Sanity plus sack if new for lethal. I believe I need to cycle here. I think. Startled Awake doesn't do it. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle. Really close decision. Okay. If we draw a Compelling Argument, I think that's game. Okay, that's something. The only problem is, let's see, can he grow the cub out of range? He can put 3 counters on it to make it a 6 power. Yes, he can. We can Startled Awaken for 26, that's not good enough. If we had cracked the Rivulet, he would be at 30 cards in library, so it still wouldn't have been good enough. So I guess we're casting Engulf the Shore. Well, he has no cards in hand. Nothing has haste. I guess I don't need to do it now. This probably won't work, but gotta try. Maybe he'll mess up and pull his energy into something or whatever. No blocks. Huh. Right, Engulf the Shore. If I had one more island, this would actually work. But now he can grow. Well, actually, now we don't die because he did that. It's a good thing I waited, because he can grow 1 to a 5. But now, it's not lethal. Yeah, there's no reason for him to pump there. Always play to your out, kids. Yep, so he's going to pump one up to 5. This is going to resolve. I'm going to go to 1. And I still have some outs to just win. Manic Scribe, would that do it? That would be 13, 16, 32, 35. That would not quite do it. Unless he played 2 Rogue Refiners. Which he might. Nope. Okay. Alright, come on, compelling argument for the win. Does that do it, actually? Startled Awake is 13. Rivulet is 18. Oh no, we're like too short, I believe. We can mill him for 13 with the Startled Awake, 17 with the Rivulet, 34 with the Fraying Sanity. So we'll still have 3 cards left in his library. Right? I guess I might as well do it. See what's in his deck. Get some information. There's a negate. Might have some more in his hand. I know his hand is 2 Rogue Refiners and Unknown. One, two, 3 negates. Or he might not have negate in his hand. No sensors, that's good to know about. Maybe he won't attack. Alright, well, still a pretty close game. I didn't see Chandra either. So maybe instead of negate, I just want another Dispel, just to be mana efficient, and then I can bring in another of these. I could also bring in the Aether Thief. Now that we're on the play, it's a little less desirable. The only thing it can block profitably really is Rogue Refiner, which is not the card we're worried about. It's more the Long Tusk Cubs and the Bristling Hydras that can get out of control that I'm more worried about. So, yep, I think we're going to run it like this.